Alrighty then. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Matthew Baker of Beautiful New York Tours. A tour director I know, but who I only know online, wrote in and asked me to do a video about the Vanderbilt Hotel. And my first thought was, the what? So I did a little searching, the Vanderbilt Hotel, and I realized what building she meant, because it isn't a hotel anymore, which is why I was confused. I work in the tourism business. I don't know the Vanderbilt Hotel, because it's now an apartment building. And I found that there wasn't a lot of information on it, and she was curious about certain architectural accoutrements, so I did more and more Googling. In short, it was exactly the kind of thing I love. It's delightfully obscure, it's deliciously mysterious, it's not something that everyone and his dog talks about. My kind of subject matter. So thank you, good colleague of mine, tour director from DC. We will talk about the Vanderbilt Hotel, or what used to be the Vanderbilt Hotel. The apartment building is on the corner of 34th Street and Park Avenue. Just about a 10-minute walk from the Empire State Building, just about a 10-minute walk from Grand Central Terminal. Now, those two locations are important to the Vanderbilt. It was designed by Warren and Wetmore, the same architectural firm that designed Grand Central. But it was also one of the big grand hotels of early 20th century New York, and that puts it very much in the same vein as, say, the Waldorf Astoria, which at the time of the Vanderbilt's opening was still standing at 34th and 5th, where the Empire State Building is today. Now, we don't usually think of the Vanderbilt family in terms of hotels. We think of the Astors, hence that word Astoria. They were the big hotel magnates. The Vanderbilts made their fortune in transportation. But Alfred Vanderbilt, or Freddie to his family, was an heir to the Vanderbilt transportation fortune, and he wanted to go into another business, and he loved hotels. So he built the Vanderbilt Hotel, which opened in 1912. His apartment consisted of the top 2 floors. Now, Alfred Vanderbilt, some people just have all the luck. He had made a reservation to sail on the RMS Titanic in 1912. The day before the voyage, he changed his mind and went on a different ship. 3 years later, he took a journey to the UK and boarded the Lusitania and never came home. Again, some people have all the luck. The lobby of the Vanderbilt Hotel was interesting in its day because it was not as ornate and regal as a lot of the other hotel lobbies of the time. From the beginning, the plan was to cater as much to the permanent residents as to the transient ones. But the other interesting thing about the time of the opening of the hotel was that the developers and the Vanderbilts had told everyone it would be fireproof. 4 days after opening, they found out that they were right. A fire broke out in a 4th floor storage room and did no damage beyond the room where it took place. The insurance company was thrilled. So this might be seen as the corporate version of that saying, happy wife, happy life. In this case, it's happy insurance, happy endurance. Anyway, up at the top of the hotel are beautiful accoutrements done in terracotta. These were the more ornate aspects of a building that was popularly considered a nice balance between the ornate and the restrained. And so there are lions' heads up there, and there are figures of Bacchus and Mercury and other Roman icons. Only about 2/3 of the originals are still there. There were penthouse floors added to the building in the 1960s. About 1/3 of those busts were removed. Some of them are simply gone. Some of them went into private ownership, and some can be seen at the Brooklyn Museum. Now, if you are taking a walking tour of Midtown, we will definitely find ourselves going by the Vanderbilt Hotel. We wouldn't get a chance to go inside unless you decide to stop for lunch at Wolfgang's restaurant. And there's a reason for doing that other than the food, though of course the food is famously excellent. One of the great aspects of the lobby level of the hotel is beautifully preserved there, and that is the Guastavino tile ceilings. You see Guastavino tiles in a lot of great places in New York City, at the Oyster Bar at Grand Central, at the museum on Ellis Island, the swimming pool at the 54th Street Rec Center has Guastavino tiles, the subway station down at Brooklyn Bridge City Hall, where the municipal building is, has Guastavino tiles, and you can always recognize Guastavino tile by their signature herringbone pattern. So it's worth going to Wolfgang's just for the decor, though of course the food is also well known to be very good. If you would like to check this out when it is safe to do so, please check me out at Beautiful New York Tours. You can search Beautiful New York Tours on Facebook or email me at baker.tours@yahoo.com. Again, that is baker.tours@yahoo. Thank you very much.